We are back. Let us fly. Players, coaches, fans, young and old from across the globe, welcome to the Week 15 recap show of the Bigs. As always, I'm your host, I'm your commissioner, I am Team Westside, and it is always my goddamn honor to be here with you all recapping the greatest league in the world that we have created. Us together, united, the Bigs. Let's go, no time to waste. Take that brake pedal, throw it out the window. Hit that NOS. We're running downhill. Last 5 weeks of the season. No more breaks, no more holidays, no more vacation. No, it's business time right now. Game time. This is the best part of the season. The push for the playoffs is here. And it could come down to the wire. We will be here every week recapping what went down. No time to waste. Let's get into it. Missed a couple weeks. Mea culpa. Got to do what you got to do sometimes. But week 15 done. 5 weeks left. Let's see how it looks. And we will start with the biggest matchup of the week. In the most unlikely of places. No big top dog going for the 1 seed. No battle up top. No. We're talking about a couple scrappers down below. The now 4-11 Breakfast Club 196.7 take down the Burt Macklin squad 188.2. Jake thought he was in the clear a little bit, but no, there with a big win after losing last week to me. No spoilers, doesn't matter, not a spoiler, it happened last week. I'm rambling. Needed it in a big spot. Jake, if you won this one, that distance might have been good enough, but no, he gets pulled down one more time into this shit with me and Larry. No spoilers, we'll get into it. Breakfast Club in the biggest of spot, needed a big bounce back win. Back into the mix with everyone. He's 4-11. 4-11. Holds on to that number 5 seed. 2 wins in his last 3 weeks. How'd he do it? Staring me in the face. We'll get into it. No hard feelings, honestly. Igor Shesterkin. Igor Shesterkin, 20.8 points, 2-0 on the week is his top go-getter. Filip Forsberg. Sneaky had like an unbelievable season this year. He's always been in his top 3. He went 20.2 points as well. And Clayton Keller. Phoenix Coyotes, Clayton Keller. 18.6 points. I know it's Utah. 1 goal. 6 apple. Forsberg, I didn't mention it. How did he do it? 4 goals, 3 apples. That is his top 3. Flipping over to the goalies. We'll get into it. UC Saros, 7.4 points, 1-0 on the week. Darcy Kemper, 0.7, 0-2. And Larry picks up Anderson. He literally took my 3 drafted goalies that are now on his team. I don't know. It's funny. Is that good management, bad management by me? I don't know. Listen, nothing worked. We'll get into Timmy Westside. Good on the Breakfast Club for bouncing back and getting that win. Oh, that's so funny. As Jake had mentioned in our chat, it came down to Saturday. A couple of these games, matchups, came down to Saturday. Saturday, Larry Bear puts up 73.7 points to Jacobs 55.2. Game, set, match, done. See you later. Big players, big games, big moments, big days on Saturday. His top 3, 2 of them came up clutch on Saturday. Forsberg got 12 of his 20 points on Saturday. Clayton Keller got 10 of his 18 on Saturday. Boom. Catapults them into his top 3. Catapults him into a 4-11 record. 196.7 is Larry's top total points on the week since week 5. Yeah. And with 5 weeks left, quick math guy, there are 6 of us with 5 matchups left. That means we each play each other one more time. Larry's season, I said at the top of the show, could come down to the final weeks of the season to determine us bottom dwellers. Larry's last 2 games, week 19, this guy, week 20 versus Jake again. Talk about it. We'll get into it. Burt Macklin squad, 188.2. Back-to-back losses. And I wrote tough back-to-back losses. He played well enough in the past 2 weeks to get at least 1 win. He had the 3rd highest total of the week this week. Not good enough to get it done. 188, 3rd highest. So going through his players, and if you look at his top 3, what separated him from eventually getting that dub, getting him over that hump? No big dog, no 20-pointers. Sam Reinhart, 16.7 points, would have been Larry's 5th highest score. So he had a lot of depth, but no knockout punch, and that's what did it to him this week. Couldn't get him over that 8-point differential. Mentioning Sam Reinhart, let's get into his top 3. 16.7 points for Sammy, 2 goals, 15 pims. Logan Cooley, I said it was a sneaky, possibly one of the best keepers. He's popped up once or twice, 15.2 points, 3 goals, 2 apples. I mean, someone needs to score on the Arizona Coyotes. Mac Dog, 14.6 points, 2 goals, 3 apples. His goalies on the back end, Jeremy Swayman, 13.2 points for a 1-0-1 record on the week. And then his 2 guys who have been done in it. I'm rusty. Too many tequilas. Gustafsson, 1.1 points on the week for an 0-1 record, and Bobbers, minus 0.4, 0-2 on the week. One of those guys gets you a win, you probably win this week. So many games all season long come down to, as I mentioned, Ken Dog, we'll get into Timbo, comes down to a game, a slate. Multiple matchups this year have literally come down to the last game of the week. 1 goalie win here, and Jake's 6-9, probably in the clear. We'll get into it. Next week, not this week. This week we're all playing top dogs. We're all looking pretty good, knock wood. But next week is Jake and I's last matchup against one another. Regardless of what happens this week, I believe that will be Jake's biggest game of the season. He punches me in the mouth. He's officially out of that Quidgy Bowl automatic bye. In my mind, I wrote this later, but I'm going to say it now. In my mind, for our top 3, I'm talking about 2 of them anyway, so might as well talk about it now. In my mind, to not be automatic Quidgy Bowl bid, you need 6 wins. 5 games left. I believe you need 6 wins. I got to go on a little bit of a tear. I need 3 wins to feel a little bit more comfortable. I believe if Jake can get 1 more win, and the season, quick math guy, 6-14, amazingly enough, I think that'll be enough to keep him out of the bowl. Jake needs 1 more win, I believe. I'm saying that. We'll see what happens. This week, he's playing Bootsy, the Brother Bowl. Suivon next. Talking about winners and losers. Winner. Top point getter of the league this week by a landslide. Only guy hitting over 200 points. I'm talking about Rubber Puckies 218.6 over Timmy Westside 186.5. Highest scorer of the week. Back-to-back highest scoring teams of the week for Rubber Puckies. He now improves to 11-4. He's now 4-1 in his past 5 games, and those 4 wins all came with over 200 points. And that one loss was that 0.1 point loss against Jake. So he's been right there. He's been playing good puck. Now's the time to be playing your best hockey of the season. Bill Belichick, the GOAT, always said, gotta be playing your best football after American Thanksgiving. November, that's when you gotta start playing your best football. The last 5 weeks of the season starts now. You need to be playing your best hockey. Rubber Puckies is doing just that. His top 3. Connor McDavid shoved one right up my hoop to fucking call game. Aaron Asham, 28.1 points, led the whole goddamn league this week. 4 goals, 3 apples, basically chopped the guy's head off. And added 1 million pims and got Ken the win. And now he's playing Lair. McDaddy, like, come on. What are you doing to me? All I do is gas you up and stroke you off all week, and this is what you're doing in the biggest spots against my rival? Taking a 3-game sussy? Fuck you. Jordan Robinson. Jason Robertson nailed it. Good recovery. 20 points on the week. 4 goals, 3 apples. Andres Vasilevsky, 17.1 points on the week. That swings me into goalies. I'm humming. Look at the red top. I'm looking pretty frisky today. Beard's coming in nice. Mackenzie Blackwood, 8.1 points, 1-1 record on the week. And Aiden Hill, 0.5 points, 0-1 on the week. Just like Jake, I wrote down it was actually tight Saturday. Last week I was in incognito mode. Had no idea who was winning. If I was beating Larry beating me, who was winning, what was happening, I had no idea. The only updates I had was on the ESPN ticker. Saw a couple of my guys had good games last week. Same thing this week. No idea what was happening. I thought I was doing pretty well against Keeney. Saturday morning, I get service finally, and I see we're tight. I think maybe he was up 5 points or something like that. Whatever. Go to bed Saturday night. I think I'm down 4. Wake up, I'm down 74. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Literally came down to that Edmonton game, that Saturday night, that late night slate buried me. Connor McDaddy shoved it right up my hoop. All this to be said, Saturday, Ken Dog put up 75.2. I put up 44.4. Good night, Timbo. See you later. Timmy Westside. We'll get to the elephant in the room. Last week, big win, as mentioned. Can't read my writing. Oh, yeah. This week, heading to Keeney's. Hand up, I forgot to change my lineup for week 15. Luck have it be, we were in Puerto Rico, San Juan, Monday morning. I find a Wendy's, says free Wi-Fi. I'm like, babe, duty calls. Gotta do what you gotta do. Adjust the lineups. Thought I did pretty good. Might have snuck in away with a win if it wasn't for Connor and the Oilers. I digress. That was my week. Elephant in the room. He's staring at me. He was my number 7 overall pick. Listen, we had a heart-to-heart. He came into the owner's office. He's been down on his luck. Wasn't working out. Good player, bad situation. For whatever reason, locker room wasn't clicking. Says, Coach, I know you drafted me. You brought me up into the minors. You believed in me. You brought me into this league. You gave me a boatload of cash. You set my family up forever. But right now, my family and I, we aren't happy. The city of Timmy Westsidians, they're not happy. I wish I was part of the solution, but unfortunately, it's best for both sides. We stood up. I said, I loved you like a son. I wish you all the best luck in the world. Since then, he's been like 6-0, 2 shutouts. This is Tom Brady starting over the highest paid quarterback in the league, Drew Bledsoe. This is a decision that gets you fired. This is a decision that earns you the title of Quidgy Fag. I understand that, but something had to change. He'd been injured, gone. Listen, we don't need to talk about his record with Timmy Westside. He's better than that. He deserves better than that. He deserves more respect. Number 7 overall pick. Cut. Highest cut ever in league history. Lucky for me, my goalies have been doing pretty good. We'll see what happens. My top 3. Logan Thompson. Picked them up. Said, kid, take us somewhere. 27.1, 3-0. Not good enough this week. Matty Duchene, 20.2 points, 2 goals, 5 apples. Kyle Connor, 19.2 points. I'll run through the rest of Timmy Westside. We don't got to talk about a 3-12 loser. Goalies. Kochetkov, 7.9, 1-0. Hate that he might be splitting starts now with Anderson. Got a big win last night against in Edmonton. I don't know, Colorado. It was either Thompson taking down Edmonton. Did we take down Colorado? I said we're not going to talk about Timmy Westside. Sorokin. Could I have cut Sorokin and kept Igor? Probably the better move. But listen, he needed a new start. I respect that. I'm a family man. I'm a person. Minus 0.1 points, 0-1 on the week for Sorokin. Looked good, 0 depth, 14 players under 7 points. A big last 5. I played Jake, I play Larry, I play everyone. I need a couple dubs. And last and least, giving me a hard time on vacation. I called this the bitch bowl. Yeah. You two, I don't care. Apologies, no. Name calling. Boots too, I don't know. Mad at you too for being a bitch. You're both bitches. Just shut up. That's what I wrote. Listen, I can't say shit. I'm 3-12. I suck dick. Everyone, also, guys are complaining. The top 3 guys have already clinched a playoff spot, so shut up. Just shut up. I'm 3-12. Normally, I can't talk shit, but you two clowns with fucking monkeys banging around in your fucking heads. 162.5 over the Borland Backhanders, 161.8. Stick taps the comeback kid. This is my angry face. These are my angry eyes. IR penalty, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Thank you, Bootsy, for winning. Shauner, love you, but shut up too. 151, 161 doesn't matter. Lowest point total in the week. I gotta blow my nose. The comeback kid. He gets the dub. He keeps a 1-game lead over Kendog. He improves to 12-3. Ugly win. The 2 lowest point totals going up against each other. Someone had to win. Ended up being Bootsy. It was the lowest total for a winning team on a non-shortened week all season. His top 3, Stuart Skinner, 18.6 points. 2-1 record. Leon Draisaitl, 16.4, 2 goals, 4 apples. And finally, W. Johnston. William Johnston. Big Willie had 1 goal, 5 apples. Flipping over to his goalies. Ottinger, 16.1 points, just out of his top 3 with a 2-1 record. And that was it. Skinner. Who did I just say? Ottinger. Demko was told to stay home. I call it the Bobbers method week just because Jake had done it pursed with Bobbers. He actually went 1-1 record, but Chris was just like, you're not starting this week. You're on the bench all week. No starts, nothing. And yeah, both of you clowns, this shouldn't have been even close. Shouldn't have been an issue. Shouldn't have been any back and forth on the IR penalty bullshit. I hate it too, Sean. Don't worry. I'm in your boat. Everyone hates it, but we were clamoring, so I hammered down. That's in the past. We're moving on. Bootsy leaves 16 points on the bench on Saturday. What are you doing giving me stress? Giving me extra work? Making me feel like the bad guy? Bad job on you. And you still won. Angry eyes. I would have been mad if this week had been decided by that 10-point penalty. Luckily, thank you, Bootsy, it wasn't. All right. Flipping over to Shauner. He's now 10-5. I did write he's got an outside shot at that number 1 pick as we all play each other one more time, but he's got to go on a little bit of a run. He's still in the playoffs. He's fine. He's punched that ticket as well. Lowest point total all season for the Borland Backhanders. And in saying that, you deserve to lose. So don't be calling people names. Had a bad week. Made a little boo-boo on the IR. You weren't going to win anyways. Just be like, bah, oopsies. Happens. We all stink. I've stunk for 12 weeks. 15 weeks. Not playing his best right now. As I said with Kenny, now's the time to be playing well. Mr. Sean Blanche has gone 2-4 in his last 6. 161 points. Not great. Oh my God, my buggy. Getting me emotional, everyone. Getting me all fired up. I'm sweating. Not playing well. I wrote, please continue it this week. I'm playing you. Do your big cuz little favor. Throw in the towel one more week. You're probably not going to get that first round bye. You're already in the playoffs. What do? Just sit everyone. Whole bench. Just sit. Put them all on a pee-pee whack timeout. 10-5, he's clinched. His top 3, Lane Hudson, 16.6 points. I still hate myself for having the number 2 keeper and just not picking Lane. Could have had him for the next 3 years. Idiot. Management. Bad move management this year, Timbo. Had a tough draft night. Lane Hudson, 6 apples. Just dishing it. Nikita Kuch, 16 points, 1 goal, 5 apples. Connor Hellebuck, 14 points, 2-0 record. His goalies swings right into them. John Wall, 8.1 points. Is it John Wall? Joseph Wall. Jojo Wall. 8.1 points, 1-1 record. And finally, Jakob Markstrom has an off week. 0 1-1 record on the week for a total of 3.5 points. Done. We're done with the negativity because now's the fun time of the season. This is when it gets fun. I'm at 24 minutes. I'll wrap it up. Let's all put our best foot forward. It's going to be a fun 5 weeks rolling into the playoffs. We'll see what happens. Ooh, everyone plays everyone again. Shauner, his week 20 matchup is against Bootsy. Goes on a little bit of a run, that could mean something. We'll see what happens. I'll see you all next week. You know the drill. Boop.